Thank you all. Thank you for joining the AWS batch number 348. Myself, Ankit Narula, I am the trainer for this particular batch, number 348. So how we are going to start this day one for this particular batch? The first thing what we are going to do it is I'm going to give my introduction. After my introduction, then if you guys have any question related to training, related to course, anything, whichever you have, you can please raise your hand, then ask your questions. So myself, Ankit Nerula, I have total 11 plus years of experience in the IT industry. In this 11 years of experience, in first 3 years, I worked in Oracle applications as a techno-functional consultant. And then from last 8 years, I'm working in topmost two cloud platform which we have in the market, AWS and Azure. This is about my professional experience. Coming to training experience, I'm giving training from more than 10 years. So this is about me. Now, if you guys have any question related to training, related to anything, whichever you want to ask, you can please raise your hand and ask your question. Yes, Javed, you can.
Yeah, hi Ankit. So my question is, this cloud is like totally new to me, and
Mhm.
have joined this course for a career switch. So I just want to know, like, I'm more interested into DevOps. So my question is that, is it okay, if they start with architect associate and then go into DevOps later, in a separate training
Yes,
later?
correct. That's the actual path. The actual path is first you have to have the cloud knowledge, then you can go to the DevOps part. That's the actually
Yeah.
path
Okay,
you have
fine.
to follow. Okay. Any more question? Yes, Mohan, you can unmute.
Hi, Ankit. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, till now I didn't do any certifications in AWS, but now I want to complete or trying to finish the Solution Architect Associate one. Do I
Okay.
need to complete any further trainings like fundamentals?
No. To go with the AWS Architect Associate Certification, there is no prerequisite. There is a one certification we have, that foundational one, but it's not mandatory to do that. This particular certification, this is
Okay,
optional. You can
okay,
directly go to the associate certification also.
okay.
This is optional.
Yeah, thank
And no client want the employees to be have that particular certificate because that is completely optional.
you. Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
So you can directly go with the SAA C03 certification.
Thank you.
Any more question, Mohan?
No, okay.
Anyone have any more question? Anyone wants to ask any more question? Look like no one has any more questions, so we can start with the demo session. So whenever the word come AWS, what the first thing needs to become in our mind is cloud computing, because AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, everything is based on the one single technology called cloud computing. So they have developed everything based on cloud computing. And before that, I'm going to share some information in the chat box. Let me share that. I'm sharing Logical Apps team contact details. So if you want to ask anything related to training or anything you want to ask, I have given their email address also in the chat box, and I have given their contact number with their names also. You can contact them. And I'm sharing the Logical Apps team social media details. You can please follow them on the social media. And I'm also going to share some more information. I'm sharing the WhatsApp community link for this batch number 348. If you are not there in the WhatsApp community of this batch 348, please join the WhatsApp community by using the link which is shared in the chat box, because upcoming session details, recordings, details, all you will get in this WhatsApp community. We are not going to share any information personally to anyone. We are all going to share always the details in the group. So make sure in this particular community you are there till the last day of this batch. And one more thing I'm going to share is the course content. If you haven't seen the course content, please check the course content by using the link which is shared in the chat box, or if you have joined the WhatsApp community, you can check the description also. There also you can check. And then I'm also going to share my email address. Whenever you are doing practice, if you have any doubt, whenever you get stuck with somewhere or have any doubt, you can please email me. Whenever I'm going to see your email, I'm going to check, I'm going to reply. Might be you will not get on this spot because I'm living in US. My time zone is CST time zone. If you are from India, you have IST time zone. So it's a completely 10 hours, 30 minutes different. So it will be completely different. So that this is my time zone. Right now, current, if you see my system timing is 9:37 p.m. So as per US CST time zone is 9:30 to 9:30 to 10:30 time zone. As per India, it's 9 a.m., 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. time for this particular batch. So I have already shared my email ID. So whenever you're doing practice, you can email me. But make sure whenever you're going to email me, on that particular email, you're always going to mention this batch number. The batch number is 348 for this particular batch. Please always mention the subject. You can mention it, or in the message body. It's completely up to you. Make sure you're going to mention it. Why I'm always saying to my students, please mention the batch number, because with this, I know that you are from which particular batch, how much knowledge I have transferred to you. Based on that, I have to reply. Might be I'm replying something else, you will not understand it. So that's why I'm saying, whenever you're going to email me, please mention your batch number. So based on that, I'm going to reply. So now let's start with the discussion about AWS. Before starting, if anyone wants to ask any question, you can please quickly raise your hand. Anyone wants to ask any question? Okay. No question. So let's start with the discussion about cloud computing. Now, what is cloud computing? Cloud computing is that we can access this particular cloud from any part of the location. We can access from any part of the location. You can do it from your home also, you can do from your office also, and you can use any of the network also. It can be accessible by using public network or private network also. So in this particular cloud, we can use any device. By using any device, we can access these clouds, and you can store anything, whatever you want to do it. It can be used for storage, it can be used for development, it can be used for infrastructure use. Whatever is your client requirement, every single requirement is fulfilled by the cloud. So these clouds can be accessed from any part of the location and from any of the device also. What are the features of cloud computing? Here I have mentioned some features. I'm not going in much more details about these feature, but here we have some feature. But yes, the two features which I'm going to discuss, which are very important, is pay as you go and security. Now, what is this pay as you go? Pay as you go means if you're using that particular cloud computing services for 1 hour, you're only paying for 1 hour. If you're using for 2 hours, you're only paying for 2 hours. It doesn't mean that you have to pay for complete week, complete month. No. For if you're using for that particular time period, you have to pay only for that particular time period. That's the main reason why companies are moving to cloud platforms. Second is security. In cloud platforms, we are getting it one of the best security. It's very difficult to hack. Encryptions we are getting, and the latest encryptions we are getting it. With the help of that, even if they hack, they are not able to see our data, whatever the data we have stored. So these are the two very important features we have in cloud computing. Types of cloud computing. We have a deployment model, we have a service model also. In deployment models also, we have three types: public, private, hybrid. In service models also, we have three types: IaaS, SaaS, PaaS. Now, what is this public, private, or hybrid? Let's discuss it. Public clouds are, in AWS, we have a service called EC2. In Azure, we have a service called virtual machine. That particular services are coming under public clouds. Because with the help of that, you can make that particular application as a publicly, which can be accessed by anyone from any part of the world. Like if I talk about web server, websites, which is accessible from any part of the locations, which is getting stored in public clouds. Then we have private clouds, which is used only internally in the organizations, which is also called as internal cloud, corporate cloud, which company have their own cloud. Those are called as private cloud. Then we have hybrid cloud, combination of both public plus private. So there are some companies which are using both. Definitely, there are some more companies in the market which are using both. Those companies are called as, those type of clouds are called as hybrid cloud. Then we have service models. The first service model is IaaS, infrastructure as a service. All the cloud platform, whichever we have in the market, all are coming under infrastructure as service. Why it is coming under infrastructure as service? Because we were using their infrastructure. We are using their server. We are using their network, their storage, their internet connections. We were using it. Because we were using everything which is created by them. That is why it is called as infrastructure as a service. Then in AWS, we have a service called platform as a service, Elastic Beanstalk. We'll learn this particular service in our upcoming session. It's a part of our training. That particular service coming under platform as a service. Why? Because whenever we have to work on this particular service, we don't need to worry about hardware and this infrastructure. Developers just need to upload their code and select how much RAM and CPU they want. Everything is going to create by the AWS. That is completely taken care by the AWS. We were just using their platform, and whatever the infrastructure needs to be created, they will create. We just need to give that how much CPU, RAM, hard disk we need. That's all we have to give. They will take care of the infrastructure. This service is majorly used by the developers. We'll learn the service also. Then we have Gmail, Dropbox, WhatsApp, Telegram. What are these things? These things are called as software as a service, which can be used from our mobile applications also, and even from web application, from websites also. But WhatsApp, we can use it. Web.WhatsApp, Snapchat, we can use it from our mobile application also, from browser also. Telegram also, we can use it. Gmail, we can use. Google Drive. So these all things are called as software as a service. So these are the different types of cloud computing models we have, which is making one single cloud. Now, which cloud we are going to learn? We are going to learn about a cloud with the name called AWS. And what's the full form of AWS? Amazon Web Services. Which company has started this cloud? By Amazon. In which year? 2006. And they have 33 regions, means 33 data centers they have all over the world for their customers. How we get to know wherever they have, in which location? Here I have given the map details. We are not having the proper addresses here. We have the city names here. So let me show you that set cities. Recently, they have added 2 ones. Now we have 33. See, here we have mentioned 33 regions. There's something called availability zone. What is availability zone? We are going to discuss in upcoming sessions. So here we can see. So first I'm showing you for North America. So wherever these green dots, these are working, ongoing. Wherever this red dot you will find, these are coming soon. So here we have. This is for Canada. We have two. Then we have for US. Here we have. Here also their details are given. Then South America. Only one we have. Europe. We have few. Germany coming soon. In Ireland, they are launched 2000. This is their second region they have actually. Then Middle East. Here we have. But this is coming soon. This was recently they have added. Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. It was not there even few days before this one. And this one they have launched last year, November, in the month of November 2023. They have launched. Here we have it in Africa, only one. Here we have Asia Pacific. In India, we have two in Mumbai, one in Hyderabad. This one also launched in November 2022. So see, Malaysia, this is what we have. And then Australia, New Zealand. Here we have New Zealand coming soon. In Australia, we already have one launch last year in Melbourne. So there are 33 total regions which are ongoing for right now. And you have seen it. There are 4 or 5 regions which are coming soon. One in New Zealand. We have one there. 3 are there. 4, 5, 6, 7 regions which are coming soon. So might be within 1 or 2 more years, we will get more than 40 regions. Why they are increasing those regions? To give the better connectivity to their customer. Now, whenever you want to practice it, how you can practice it? For practice, you have to create your AWS. Do you need to pay for that one? No. There are some free services you will get for your practice for next 12 months. So you can use those services. Then if you are using those particular free services under their limitation, then you don't need to pay anything. So whenever you're going to create your account, you will get few services which are 12 months free. Means from the date of activation of your AWS account, from that date till the next 12 months, you will get free quota. And it doesn't mean that for 12 months you have unlimited free. No, not unlimited free. Per month quota you will get it, and you can check how much free quota you have used and how much free quota is left. You can check that. That's option. Possible. You can check that. And even if 80% once you reach, you automatically get email also from their side. Then there are few services which are always free for lifetime. Even it's not 12 months in, even if you're using after 12 months also, then also it is free. Then there are few services which we'll have in AWS which are only for trial period free, like for 15 days, only for 2 months, only for 45 days. Like this, we are getting it. In our associate level, we don't need to learn any services which are coming under trial period. We have services which are always free or 12 months free. But there are few services which are paid also. We have, so whenever we are going to go with the paid one, I'm going to inform you. This particular option is completely paid, so it's optional for you to practice or not. So even if you're practicing, be very careful. Just delete that particular service after practice. And even in those one, they're not charging 10 cents per hour, they are charging. So it means if I talk about in Indian rupees, it just costs you 8 rupees something, including of taxes, 10 and 11 rupees per hour you have to pay. And how we get information which is coming under 12 months, always free or trial period? Here is that particular link. Let me show you that. So here we have 3 types of offer: free trial, 12 months, always free. Here I can select the checkbox, 12 months free. So here we are able to see services which are 12 months free. And in Desert 12 months free also, we have a quota, like EC2 service, we have 750 hours per month. 750 hours for Linux, 750 hours for Windows, and 750 hours for public IPv4 address. Means public IP address which we are getting, that is also for 750 hours. Then we have S3 service 5 GB for 12 months free. RDS 750 hours 12 months free. So here we can get information which service is coming under free quota and how much we are getting. Here we can't check how much free limit is left. That we learn it later. We can't check here. Then here we have always free. DynamoDB 25 GB always free. Lambda 1 million requests per month free. SNS 1 million requests for lifetime free. Means once you complete 1 million requests, then after that they start charging you. Before that, they will not charge you anything. CloudWatch, lifetime 10 alarms are free. More than 10 alarms if you're going to create, then they'll charge you. SQS, 1 million requests free, lifetime. Then here we have trial services. 40 hours, 2 months, 750 hours, 8.5 million, 30 days, 50. So trial period is only for that particular time period we are getting it. Only for the particular time period. 750 per month for 90 days. They are giving. So only for the particular time period when we are getting it, those are coming under free trial. Then we have always free also, and then we have 12 months free also. In 12 months free also, we have per month quota. Like here we have EC2, RDS, 750 hours, 750 hours per month we are getting. EC2 is a service which we are going to start from tomorrow. So it's the first service which we are going to learn in this particular training. What is EC2? We'll definitely discuss in our upcoming sessions. Then here we have the review. This is the review we are getting it every year by a company called Gartner. We are getting it. This is the review we got in the October 2023. You can see here AWS is #1 cloud in the market. #2 is Microsoft. #3 is Google. So here we have the market review. You can see here AWS is #1 cloud in the market. Now, List of services which we are going to learn in this training. Here it is. EC2, S3, IAM. We can count also how many services we are going to learn. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, and 28 services which we are going to learn in this particular training. And duration for this particular course is 45 days. Each session is going to near about 1 hour. Session timing is as per our schedule time, which I have informed you. And as per India, this will be Tuesday to Friday. So 4 days a week, I'm going to take a training. And as per US, it will be Monday to Thursday. So this is our session timings we have. Timings are fixed. There is no change in the timings from starting date till last date. Start time is always, end time it can be, might be 5-10 minutes up and down. That can be possible. But as per India, it will be Tuesday to Friday. As per US, it will be Monday to Thursday. If you are from any other time zone, request you to please check your time zone. We have. Each session is going to near about 1 hour, and it's just 45 days. It doesn't mean that I have to complete 45 days. If it's taking more than 45 days, I can go with that. The most important thing is your doubt has to be clear, guys. So if you have any doubt whenever we are learning in this training, make sure you clear your doubts, because doubts are more important, because that particular doubt might be become your interview question. And after completion of this training, if you want to go for any certification, you can go for SAAC03 certification. You can go for that. And if you're going to join this particular training, what you will get from my side? On daily basis, you will get live training recordings and training PPTs. Means for this particular training, I'm going to use PPTs. Total 97 PPTs we have. We are going to use in this training. I'm not going to share PPTs. I'm going to share PDFs. I'm going to convert this PPT into PDFs already done. So those I'm going to share with you. And in this training, I'm going to share self-learning Linux command. Few of the basic Linux commands, it's already part of the course content, which we are going to learn. But if you're interested to learn more about Linux commands, you will get from my side. And at the end of the training, you will get dump, AWS document, sample resumes, interview question, quiz. And in AWS, there is a service called code commit service. That particular service also, which I'm going to share with, which is not like actually part of DevOps training. Code commits a DevOps tool. I have a documentation for that, which is created by me. I'm going to share that particular document also, but these things you will get at the end of the training. So wherever the star mark is there at the end of the training, means on the last day you will get. So this is about me and about the course content, which we have it. Now, anyone wants to ask any question, you can please quickly raise your hand. Yes, Javed.
I have one question. So, like, I'm totally not into cloud for now, professionally. I'm working an MDM tool. That's more of a configuration, and I have a good, development background as well.
Okay.
So, at the end of this course, of course, with a good amount of practice, so will I be able to move myself into cloud?
Definitely, yes. That's what is all about training, Javed.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Mohan.
Hi, Angit. Here, you listed only 28 services, right? I guess in AWS more than these
200.
28 services. Yeah. Is it sufficient knowledge to complete that AWS Solution Architect Associate
This
certification?
828 services given by the AWS, which is coming under AWS Architect. Those
Okay.
200 services, which is divided in other certifications also. They can't add all 200 certs in one single certification. If they add all 200 certs in one single certification, there is no use of other certification.
Okay. Good.
So
Thank you.
every certification have a different services. Okay.
Got it. Thank you.
Anyone have any more question? Okay. No questions. Let's discuss with some more things. Now I'm going to teach you how you can create your AWS account. So if you want to create your AWS account right now, you can create after the session also, or after 1 or 2 days you want to create, you can create after that also. It doesn't mean right now it's mandatory to create. You can create within a week also, you can create that. But make sure within a week you can create so you can start doing practice. Now, first of all, to create your AWS account, you can use any of your personal email address. Don't use your official email addresses. Always use any of your personal. You can use it Gmail, Outlook, Yahoo, whatever the email address your personal you want to use, you can use that. First of all, to create your AWS account, you have to go to this particular email log URL, the URL which I have given here. You can go to that particular URL. Then you have to enter your email address. Any of your personal email address you can enter here. Then you have to enter your AWS account name, the name you want to give to your AWS account. That particular account name you have to give. And that particular account name needs to be unique globally. Like my AWS account name is A Narula. This is my account name. I want to create one more AWS account. Can I give the same name? No, it's not possible because every single AWS account needs to have a unique name. So you have to give us some unique name and then you have to click on verify email address. Once you click on verify email address, you will get an OTP. That particular OTP you have to enter here and then click on verify here. And then you have to enter your password. The password you have to set for your AWS account. Are there any rules? Yes, there are some rules we have for password. Your password must at least 8 characters long, minimum 8, maximum 128. And out of these 4 of the following things, minimum 3 of the following things you have to use. One upper, lower, number, or non-alphanumeric character. Means out of these 4 of the following thing, minimum 3 things you have to follow to create your password. And once you enter a password, you have to click on continue. With this continue, you are going to complete the step 1. To create your AWS account, there are total 5 steps we have. And with this, you are going to complete step number 1. Now, once you click on continue, you will move to the next page where they're asking which type of plan you have to select, business or personal. You always have to select personal. You always have to select personal here. With this personal, if you see on the left-hand side here, we are getting same free tier offer, which we have discussed few minutes before. Here we are getting. Then you have to enter your full name, your phone number, your country, your address, city, state, postal code. Postal code means PIN code in India. We call PIN code. In US, it also called as zip code. That's what we have to enter here. Then you have to check the checkbox. If you want to read the AWS customer agreement, you can read that. It's completely up to you. Then click on continue. Once you click on continue, you have to enter your card details. Any of your Visa, MasterCard, you can enter. And I heard about that. I'm not 100% sure. You can enter your RuPay card also. Earlier it was not accepting, but I heard about that. They are accepting RuPay card also. So any of your debit or credit card, you can enter here. Expiration date, year, custom holder, your name, CVV. And if you want to enter a PAN card number, you can enter that. And then you have to click on verify and continue. Once you click on verify and continue, you have to pay 2 rupees. If you are from India, you have to pay 2 rupees. If you're from US, you have to pay $1 to them. And it doesn't mean that you're paying to them. That particular amount, you will get a refund in 3 to 5 days. They are saying maximum 3 to 5 days, but within 24 hours, usually we'll get. But still, just for precaution, might be some bank server get down, can be anything. So they are giving the precautions as 3 to 5 days. But whatever the amount you are going to pay to them for your card verification, that particular amount you will get in refund. And one important point, if you're from India, make sure your card, your debit card or credit card, whichever you're using, is enabled with international transaction. Because in India, by default, international transactions are disabled. And whatever the card you are giving it, for that particular card, you have to enable the international transaction. How you can enable? Just check your mobile banking or internet banking. With the help of that, you can enable the international transactions. Then you have to confirm your mobile number. Earlier in the step 1, we have confirmed our email address. And now once we reach to step number 4, we are going to confirm our mobile numbers. And to confirm our mobile number, we have two options, via SMS or via call. So first select your country code, then enter your mobile number, and then enter your security check code, and then click on send SMS. If you send SMS or voice call, just click here. It's up to you, whichever option you want to choose to just to confirm your mobile number. Then you will get a verification code. Then click on continue. Once you click on continue, you move to this particular step. Here you can, in the first option, you can select for which purpose you are creating this account. Primary purpose and ownership type as individual. So just make sure, even if you select something else also, it doesn't make any difference. But it will be good if you select these options here. Primary purpose and ownership type as individual. Then they're asking for support plan. Which support plan you have to select? Select free. If you go with the business plan, like this in this step 2, which we got, business plan, then there you will not get this free option. In business plan, there is no free option. There are business plans. They have $29 per month, $100 per month. So it means if you go with any of the plan, minimum bill you will get from their side. But you don't want any minimum bill from their side. So you always have to select free in step 2. And in the here step, you have to select a free. So once you click on free, then click on complete sign up. Go to AWS Management Console, and this is how your AWS account looks like. 99.99% your account is going to create within 10 minutes. 99.99%. Very rarely nowadays it happens that they will ask for more verification. And if they need more verification in that particular one, if you read that complete message, whatever the message you are getting, in that message, they have given one email address to you. So if you're getting some error message, please read that error message. In that, they'll give the email ID. I don't remember that email ID, some verification @ some email address they will give you. On that email address, whatever the details they were asking you, that particular email, you have to send to them, to that particular email address as per the details whichever they need from you. Very rarely it happen nowadays. Means from 100 might be any of the one of the student will face that issue. That's what saying 19.9%. No one is facing this issue. I didn't heard about from very long period of time. but I heard from one of my friend few months before. So that's I'm just giving as a precaution. Might be if you get any error from their side, read that error. Whatever they were asking, just follow the instructions. You can resolve that issue. If still you are not able to resolve, email me the screenshot. And make sure whenever you're going to email me when you're doing practice, please share the complete details, share the screenshot in one single email. Whenever I'm going to check, I can reply. So I don't need to ask for more details from you guys. So this is how you can create your AWS account. Now, anyone wants to ask any question regarding the AWS account creation, please let me. Anyone have any question related to AWS account creation? No questions? So what are the first service which we are going to learn in this particular training is EC2, which I'm not going to start right now. This particular service we are going to start from tomorrow. So from tomorrow, we are going to learn our first AWS service called EC2. You don't need to do any research work. What is EC2? Whatever is EC2, we are going to start from zero. This is the first service which we are going to learn from the tomorrow session. Anyone wants to ask any question, please raise your hand or we can end this session here. Yes, Javed.
So one question, in the initial of the slide you were showing there are two models. One is deployment model and one is service model. So what is the
Correct.
difference between these two?
Those are types of models we have it in cloud computing. In deployment models, we are getting private cloud also, which is curated by their company, their own private clouds. And public cloud, which is AWS, is public cloud. AWS cloud is coming under, cloud are coming under public cloud also, is even infrastructure as service also. So you can deploy also something in cloud, or you can use as a service also those clouds. So different ways you can use those clouds. It can be
Usage
used
of
for,
cloud.
yes. So clouds can be used for every single service or every single client can be used. If they want to build anything, they can build it. They want to store anything, they can use for storage purpose also. They want to just use for their modification something, it can be used for every single thing. Based on client requirement, cloud is providing every single thing to our customers. Okay.
Thanks. Okay.
Anyone have any more question? Okay. No questions. So let's just end this session here. In tomorrow's session, we will continue with our first AWS service called EC2. Thank you all. Thank you for joining today's session. See you tomorrow. Have a nice day. Thank you.